My name is Mark Perry and I'm an instructor here at Thompson Rivers University. I've been here for 20 years and I love my job. I worked, of course, many years in the industry, most of it in Calgary, Alberta, and big hotels. When I was working in the hotels, I enjoyed working with the younger people and teaching them, the apprentices. So when a teaching position came up, I applied for it and I was lucky enough to get it, and I've been here ever since and I love it. The toughest part, well, there's nothing, my job is pretty, I got it good, but in the industry, you know, it's high paced, it's quite stressful. So that would be some of the toughest parts, I would say.
I've been cooking as long as I can remember. I remember starting out 5 years old, if that anyways, 3 or 4 years old, making scrambled eggs on my fire stove there before I watched my early morning cartoons. My name is Adam Florence. I was a graduate of TRU Culinary Arts program in 2004. I am currently a TOC, relief instructor. It's giving them a taste of the real world and a taste of what they're going to actually expect to see if they get into industry. But as far as stress levels go, it's pretty low key, depending on how the students are able to handle stress, I guess. So it's a good test for them as well to find out if they're set for handling that kind of a stress in this real world situations.
There is a shortage of cooks out there, so all of our students find jobs, have all sorts of opportunities when they leave the program.
My name is David Toms. I'm the chef owner of TRU Restaurant, and we've been here for about 5 years. We've had the opportunity to work with lots of graduates of the program, people coming through looking for practicum hours, part-time staff, and I've had nothing but really good experiences. Because the program incorporates the cafeteria for the first and second semester students, and then accolades for the second semester or PC2 students, there's some good practical kind of knowledge that goes on there as well. So there's a fairly easy understanding. I've just hired 2 students who are in their 6th week of the program, and they've been with us for a couple of weeks now, and they're kind of fitting in flawlessly almost, like they know what they're doing, like they've been exposed to a kitchen. Even though their experience is not lengthy, it seems to me like the practical kind of things that are being taught translate easily to industry.
The moving around and trying out the different areas that the program kind of introduces you to, I think that prepared me for, you know, moving around as much as I do here. Like I said, like, you know, pastry and all the cold side, hot side, catering, all those things, like you have to be multitasking all the time. So I think that was a huge help, and even the service at the cafeteria at the TRU, I think that whole, you know, having to prep food really quickly on the fly kind of thing for people that were coming in, that totally gets you ready for working on a line in any kitchen.
Class starts at 7:30, so you have to be in the kitchen ready to go. You cook for about 3 hours straight right there, and then you have an hour and a half lunch service. Chicken cacciatore! What I'm doing here reflects a lot of what I do at school, which is kind of cool.
Actually, it's encouraging though that you get to learn from instructors who like really know what they're doing, and have that encouragement to continue on and try new things, right?
For many students, it's a challenge to have that sense of urgency, to know the timing, when to pick it up, when to feel the stress, when to move quicker, when to feel like it's I almost call it a sixth sense, and that sense to know that the Yorkshire puddings are almost ready, or the roast needs to be taken out and rested.
More or less got taught the wrong way to do a lot of things. So you come here and you're like, oh, I can do that. And they're like, well, no, you're doing it wrong. So where, you know, knife skills, or, you know, making soups the proper way, making your gravies the proper way. Yeah, definitely a big learning curve to what you think you know and what you actually know is, yeah, it was quite the wake-up call.
I feel like it does help a lot. If nothing else, it makes you really work on your skills to make sure that you are cutting correctly, know what you're cutting. I used to think I knew everything, but realized I definitely don't. So.
When they come into the program, they have basic, not even basic skills. They don't know how to hold a knife properly. And if you just look at knife skills from the start, that first day, to the end, they can cut julienne or brunoise of vegetables at the end perfectly. But to see them try to do that at the beginning, of course, it's very awkward. I think the biggest separation is that we are more service-oriented than any program in BC, perhaps Canada, in that our students are thrown right in it right away, preparing food for customers. We don't have a demo lab, so there's no instructor at a table demoing to the students and then the students in return preparing that dish. They're thrown right in actually preparing food for the guests.
Hi there.
Hi, the bacon and egg burrito, please.
Yeah. Emily, order one big egg. That's 2 all day.
When I see the way this cafeteria runs during the lunch period, it seems like we're more geared anyways to our actual learning business. The actual amount of students is a little overextended. There's no way that they'll see that amount of people per product, but it still is a working operation, a working business that they get to see and be a part of.
We have a lot of students come back and visit us and thank us and ask us how this new class is, and they really appreciate the experience they had here. At that time, working in industry, they realized how valuable it was here, being introduced to cooking.